Hi, Kiwi. All right, one more to go. This is the end of the Chapter 7 B-side. I hope you're looking forward to it. Enjoy. All right. So I guess I can... Oh, okay, everything falls. Huh. I bet there's a way to do a corner hop with those spikes if I wanted to, but for now, we'll do this. Trying to see if there's a way to... No, I don't think so. I don't actually know the strictly best way to do this. Oh. Oh, it was that simple. Okay. Fair enough. Alright, and now we have a checkpoint in theory. Let's see, do we start from 19? We do. Cool. Well, we're starting from 20. You know what, honestly? I should have just done that from the start. Right, forgot I didn't have my dash yet. Oh, we have increased gravity here because of the rain. I see. All right, I'll have to be mindful of that when I'm planning out my jumps. But I can definitely speedrun tack onto this. Then I have to climb around that wall, it seems. There we go. This feels doable, Kiwi. More of the spring platforming. Anyway, what can I say about Hades in the meantime? Just the voice acting. Okay, the voice acting. Supergiant Games has always had fantastic voice acting. I forget the name, but he's part of the core team. He's been in like all of their games. His deep voice, the guy who voices Hades, who voices the narrator in most games. Oh, he just does such a good job. If you can't tell, I like deep, gravelly voiced men. When they're voice acting specifically. Anyway, there's a reason why I'm a big fan of Liam O'Brien. I very much like the voice that he does for a lot of his characters, like Grimoire Weiss, Gaara from Naruto. Who else has he done? Oh, of course. Probably my favorite role he's ever had was Asura from Asura's Wrath, which is a game I've mentioned possibly playing for you. We were talking about it when we were talking about Dragon's Dogma 2 and how they're having some... Capcom is doing some questionable microtransaction decisions for their game. And I brought up how Asura's Wrath 2, or not 2, what? Asura's Wrath is a game I quite love, but I don't love it as a game, I love it as an anime. It's definitely an anime that you like turn your brain off, but to describe it in one sentence, I would describe it as Dragon Ball Z meets Buddhist mythology. And the reason for that is there's definitely at least I believe it's Buddhist. It might be Hindu mythology. I'm not very well versed in the mythologies outside of Greek, and maybe to a lesser extent Egyptian. You know, the mythologies that most movies nowadays and most modern media seem to favor the most. But I just remember you needed to buy DLC to see the conclusion of the game. Like, it's I forget how many episodes it is, if it's like 24 or 26 episodes long, but it the game is divided into chapters, which are like somewhere between like 16 minutes and 18 minutes of cutscenes and quick time events, and then fighting enemies. Cool. All right, we're on 14. All right, we've got 14 stages to go. Okay, now we have an updraft so we can jump higher. Okay, I should have been able to get that. Oops. Anyway. But the thing about Asura's Wrath is if you want to see the true ending of the game, and actually, if you want to see the ending followed by the true ending, you had to buy 2 separate DLCs, if I recall, back when the game first came out. I don't know if that's still the case now. I assume it's available on Steam, because why wouldn't Capcom make it available online for PC players? It was originally, I think, a PlayStation 3 game, maybe PlayStation 2. My experience with it is solely as a Let's Play. I watched it on YouTube. And I often watch the, I often will watch the game as a, like, cutscene compilation, because that's really all you need to experience the game. The gameplay itself is, again, just primarily QTEs, or quick time events, and then, on top of that... Gosh, how are you supposed to do this? Oh no, Kiwi, cloud platforming. I thought I was free. Oh no, this is gonna be hard. Hopefully that cloud respawns. Well, it didn't matter, I died. It's effectively cutscenes with quick time events, and then it is a lot of button mashing type combat. But the cutscenes and the overall narrative isn't like anything groundbreaking. But if you're a fan of shows like Dragon Ball Z, Gurren Lagann, things that are action spectacles, then this is absolutely a good show, or a good game to treat as if it was a show. I remember being so hyped for it as a kid. I've seen the full, like, cutscene library at least 3 times, I'd say. And it's definitely something, like, if you need something to watch while working out, for example, it's a good option. Probably not the option I'd choose first for us, but maybe one day I'd like to share it with you. Speaking of sharing it with you, Kiwi of the present has arrived. Alright, we're picking up where we left off after I was kidnapped by Kiwi to make cake and do dishes. After like a solid 3-day wait, we finally made cake. But this level is rough. Please make it end. No, I didn't see the spring. I can do this. Get the spring. Okay. No, it was supposed to be vertical. Come on, please. Okay, I can do this. Vertical. And we did it. Kiwi, that was so unbelievably difficult. Oh my goodness, I'm so glad that's over with. You know, when I finished the Chapter 4 B-side, I was so... Or no, when I finished the 7B... Or when I finished the chapter... Okay. When I finished the B-side of Chapter 4, and when I finished... I can't say what I'm trying to say. When I finished the Chapter 4 section of the Chapter 7 B-side, I thought I was finally free of cloud platforming. I forgot there was still some of it in the last section of the summit. Gosh. Hopefully there's no more of that. I am so done with cloud platforming. Oh no, more clouds. But it looks like these are just like platforms to regenerate jump juice on. Alright, it is a new day and we are picking up where I left off in this section. Starting immediately to death. Okay, we're starting off great, it's fine. Oh, okay, so I have to get off that cloud before it bounces me. I gotcha. I thought it was as simple as not getting killed. Well, anyway, so, my wrist was starting to hurt, so, well, let me apologize for how, like, there's a lot of skipping about lately, or just in the last couple minutes of the video, I presume. Aside from needing to take a break for the sake of my wrist, I also... I really just wanted to beat that last section that was really difficult, and then I needed to bail out, because I was just, the time to beat that level was the time it took for you to do some errands, and then we regrouped and started playing Stardew again, so oh, can I do it? I think I can do this, yay, okay. Yeah, so basically, I only had enough time to really do one section, but it was the section that I really wanted to do, so forgive me. I should be able to see the rest of the summit through to completion before I... That felt good. Oh my goodness. Alright, I don't necessarily know if that's as difficult as some of the other sections, but it looks kind of terrifying. Anyway, that's where we are. I have slept extremely well today, which is a rare statement for me. Turns out if you walk for 5 miles, you sleep for 5 miles too. So I got a solid 10 hours of sleep, and I am feeling refreshed as heck. Will that reflect itself in my commentary and gameplay? Very unlikely, but I can dream. Oops, almost. Anyway, so where we left off in the previous recording, I was rambling about Asura's Wrath, and I would like to talk about it a little bit more. I kind of gave you the brief synopsis, and I double-checked it. It is based on both a mixture of Hindu and Buddhist mythology, so it wasn't either or, it was both. I also know they make a reference to Journey to the West, I think it's called, the origin story of Sun Wukong or Son Goku, depending on whether you're whether you're reading the story from Japan or China. It's just the different name for the Monkey King. And that is a story I absolutely want to read at some point, because not only has it had such a huge influence on so many of the games and stories I've followed. I mean, Dragon Ball Z was a monumental portion of my childhood, and obviously Son Goku is the name of Goku. So I think I should go without saying that I should probably at some point experience that game and appreciate it, or that book rather, and appreciate it for what it is. I'm assuming I need to conserve my dash here, but let's try and see what happens if I don't have it. Because I feel like I can barely... I can probably make that if I time my jump on this cloud properly. But let's not risk it. Oh, I still can't make... No, I definitely need my dash there, I see. Okay, so... I really have to just get as close to the edge of the cloud as possible and then launch off of it. But I forgot that the timing on the cloud is also very particular. There's a notable sweet spot, if you will, that gives you maximum height. But I digress. So Asura's Wrath is... Oh, it's I have to do these clouds without getting bumped into them again. Kiwi, I have a feeling I'm going to be here for a while. Get ready for another skip in the video, I suppose. But we'll see where I get first. Oh gosh, you need perfect timing. Oh no. Oh, I think I'm starting to remember the timing from my previous dealings in Chapter 4 B-side, I hope. Yeah, it seems like I'm getting it a bit better. That was supposed to be vertical. Anyway, alright, Asura's Wrath. So, I kind of went into my tangent about it because I was gushing about Liam O'Brien's voice acting, which I will continue to do at a later date, if you will. Humor me on that. But it is... The story is effectively about demigods. Asura is a demigod among, I believe, 12 other demigod generals. But the leader of the demigods, kind of this pope-like figure, and Durga, Asura's wife, are both found murdered in Asura's home, and Asura is blamed for the murder. The reason why she's murdered is because the other demigods are looking to effectively wage war, I believe. I believe against humanity, or... No, sorry. So there is an evil presence in this, the Goma, which are effectively just these kind of like evil beast-type creatures that are overflowing, or like are invading the Earth. It seems like they come from the core of the Earth, but they are just animals with these like dark appearances and like black miasma that comes from them, and they are slowly wiping out humanity and destroying the Earth. And the demigods, who are preyed to by the people, must defend the Earth at all costs. And the demigods go out of their way to prove that at all costs is truly no cost to them. By betraying Asura, they steal his daughter, who has an innate power. I forget if it's like the ability to channel whatever energy they have, or I forget exactly why his daughter is so important. But effectively, the entire plot of Asura's Wrath is Asura trying to save his daughter, and to do so, he effectively fights the 12 demigod rulers. And each boss fight is a spectacle in its own right. There are some bosses that you don't directly fight, so it's not exclusively 10 boss fights, or 12 boss fights, but the ones that are actual fights, like the first fight you have, the guy ends up becoming larger than the Earth, and fights you by trying to poke you with his finger, which sounds really stupid. And honestly, like I said, this is a turn your brain off to enjoy it sort of whatever you want to call it. But you're just... Asura's entire thing is punch thing really hard to win. And again, if you're a fan of like stupid over-the-top action circa some mixture of Dragon Ball Z or Gurren Lagann, if you're familiar with that title at all, this is absolutely up your alley and very worth checking out. Again, Asura ends up being more sympathetic than you think. I mean, like, the entire premise of the show is Asura angry, Asura punch thing good. But it goes far beyond that, too. Oh, are you... You cannot expect me to grab... Oh, my goodness. No. I think they want me to grab onto that platform so I can get another jump upwards. Oh, this room is disgusting, Kiwi. I thought it was terrible already. This is going to take forever to beat. Oh, gosh. What are they doing? I was able to buy enough time to make that cloud respawn, but not enough time. It physically exists before I see it, so I can't count on the timing as well as the other clouds. Like, I think you're supposed to grab onto that. I'm gonna try and skip it and see what I can get out of it, though. It does look like there's a little bit more give to these clouds in terms of how long I have to actually jump off of them, so it looks like if I time that right... I don't know, man. Can you do that without a dash? I'm skeptical. So close. I can do this. I can do this, Kiwi. I can't do this. This feels good. This could be it. No. Moment of truth. I can do this. Just need to remember to neutral hop where possible. Drop down here, grab this, jump here, neutral hop, and bounce. Come on, come on. Yes! Oh my god, that was such a difficult challenge. Oh my goodness. Dash. Oh. You're trying to show us the speedrun tech that I've never really gotten to do before. Where you carry your momentum upwards. Cool of you to do that in the, I've never actually really practiced this, but basically what the bird wants is this. If you dash up against a wall, you carry the momentum. See, like, dash up, jump, see that? That's what it wants, so I basically just need to be up against the wall and do that. It seems like I'll need both. I'll need both jumps. There we go. That's it. That's the trick. Alright, yeah, I've seen that in speedrun tutorials. Curious that they actually incorporated that into the last couple levels of this challenge. I'm sure some people did not appreciate that. And it's going to take me some learning, but here we go. Oh no, we have to do it twice in a row. Well, Celeste really makes you feel like a speedrunner, I guess. Oh dear, this is going to be tricky. But it definitely seems doable. I just have to get used to neutral sticking again. But anyway, I can, while I try to wrap my head around this mechanic and the timing of it. Oh, almost. Did I have to do it 2 times in a row? Man, these devs hold nothing back in the B-sides anymore. Maybe I can just latch onto that one and do a normal jump. Well, not that one. Anyway, so yeah. Literally, the first major boss of Asura's Wrath is you fighting someone larger than the world and punching his hand apart and then the rest of him. It's so stupid. It's so over the top. and I love every moment of it. And yeah, like I said, it's probably it's something to put on when you're working out, for example. Turn your brain off, just feel the hype. Nice, I got it. Okay, hopefully I don't have to use that mechanic too much, because interesting that they chose to pull that mechanic out in this far into the game. Like, we're actually required to incorporate speedrun tech into the run now, which is kind of mind-blowing, and I'm probably gonna have to remember to use it throughout the rest of this stage, which in its own right is terrifying. Yeah, I probably have to use it here. Alright, Kiwi of the Present has joined us for the rest of the B-side on Chapter 7, so say hi everyone to Kiwi of the Present and Kiwi of the Future, who will inevitably watch this and be kind of confused. Also, who's everyone? It's just you, Kiwi, and occasionally someone else who pops in, who I am ever grateful for their existence. Yeah, I need to use it. Oh my goodness, I have to use the tech here too. Oh, this is a tough one. Okay. Well, we'll figure it out as we go, I suppose. This is going to be a lot of headbanging, though, because I really just never practice with... This is one of the techniques I never really practice with. Oh, I have no choice now. Anyway, so what else can I say about Asura's Wrath? I mean, there's a fight that takes place on the moon after having a very strange hot spring bath. I don't know what else to say beyond that. I guess there's the guy you fight has a sword that would put Sephiroth's sword to shame in terms of length. I just remember him impaling you from a half across the moon. It's just dumb fun. I wonder if I can reverse the momentum. If I dashed in an opposite... No, I can't. It doesn't seem like I can. So I need to figure out where to horizontal dash and then vertical dash relative to that wall. There we go. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, almost had it the second time. But that's... Again, Celeste knows how to make you feel like a speedrunner. Look at that. Oh, that was awesome. Oh, Kiwi, I love this game. It is slowly driving me insane, but it is so much fun when I play it well. This looks like I'm just dashing a lot. Okay. I think I saw where I needed to go. Arguably not as challenging as the last challenge, I would say, but I'm sure there's something to come of it. It would also help if I could maintain my diagonals instead of going cardinal, but it's fine. I hear a cat in a litter box. Hooray! Alright, what else? So, I won't spoil anything about the story in case we do eventually end up experiencing it, but the ending was something that the final boss and all of the dialogue that happens at the final boss fight is something I still watch. It's like when you watch the climactic victory in Gurren Lagann at the end. I don't know, the Kamehameha that beats the villain in DBZ. It's just Liam O'Brien's Liam O'Brien's line delivery when he's fighting the final boss just feels so darn good. And I don't know, it was something that I would watch to get myself either hyped or just when I wanted to feel strong emotions, I guess. Yeah, I have to grab onto that, I see. Or, you know what? We can just speedrun tech it. I can skip a speedrun tech with a different speedrun tech. Hold on. Let's see if I can get the wave dash. There we go. Easy peasy. I know what they wanted, and I chose not to do it. I think I need to do it here, though. I don't see how to do it otherwise. Okay. Wait, yes I do. Speedrun tech. Oh, okay, wait. I need to take the low. Oh my god, our cat is going hard in the litter box. Yeah, so if I do that, if I start a little further back, I should be able to maintain my jump, and now I have another dash, which I can probably grab onto that ledge with the spikes. Like, I know they're encouraging me to use one speedrun tech, but, I mean, isn't the point of speedrunning to choose what tech you want to use, and then use it to meet your own devices? I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but... Okay, so I want to... Didn't regenerate my dash there. I've got to be on the ground a little bit longer. No, I didn't. Well, can I make it back? Nope. Yeah, I see what they're going for here in terms of using the new mechanic, but... I still think I can wait. I can hyper dash. If I can just make sure I... What if I do a wave dash? Yeah. If I do a wave dash, I'll keep my dash more reliably. I still think I can do the hyper dash and it'll be a little bit more consistent, though, so I'll keep trying that for at least a little bit longer. I suspect I can get the momentum far enough. Anyway, long story short, Asura's Giraffe is a game that I hold near and dear to my heart. It's still kind of a brainless fun sort of thing that I don't know if you'd strictly be into, Kiwi, but if you ever get into it, it'll be fun, I think. You just need to turn your brain off and enjoy it. And I say the same thing about Gurren Lagann. I think we'll watch that one day too. You can see Studio Trigger at its finest. We're watching Dungeon Meshi, or Delicious in Dungeon right now, which is another Studio Trigger production, although it feels more akin to what they've done for Little Witch Academia in terms of kind of, I don't know, personality, flavor, what to call it. But maybe even animation style. Speaking of which, I've never actually seen Little Witch Academia, but I know it was very popular because I think what happened was Studio Trigger kind of like got a bunch of like maybe fresh... They have like some sort of program where they try to get new animators into the field, sort of. Alright, here's the moment of truth. Can I do this? I don't think I can. So how do I do that? I guess I'll have to save my dash somehow. I'm not actually sure what to do here, Kiwi. Oh, I think that's what I have to do. I just have to get the timing better. Okay, I have an idea. I did it! Only one more challenge to go, Kiwi. Here we go. Alright. This is definitely something I can probably clear with a hyper jump, so let's try that. I wonder how you're supposed to do this normally, though. Wait, I see what I gotta do. Okay. Let's not do a hyper, let's do a normal, and then that. Okay. I wonder if the hyper is, or if that technique is required here, because how else would you get there? I don't think a single dash would do it. I don't think I'm supposed to jump off of that cloud. Honestly, you could probably get there without using up any of your dashes if you did this. Oop, saved it. Alright, so you don't actually even need to do the fancy speedrun tech, but I may as well use this as an excuse to practice it. Because my goodness, does that feel good to pull off. Anyway, I think I've probably rambled enough about Asura's Wrath. It's something I'll want to share with you eventually. If not, I'll probably just watch it again on my own. If not for nostalgia, just when I need something to hype me up. All that build up for nothing. Oh well. Well, it wouldn't be the final challenge if it wasn't difficult, I suppose. I just need to find something to talk about while I'm so focused on the final challenge. So, I see you are currently... the Kiwi of the Present is currently playing Elden Ring. That's a fun game that I'd like to play with you again sometime. My first playthrough didn't get very far. I kind of committed to just a gimmick build where I was Sonic the Hedgehog. I turned my character blue. I gave him kind of the Sonic the Hedgehog hair. And then I found the ability, which you get from the goats, that lets you roll to attack people. And I beat the Tree Sentinel, and then for me, that was enough. I beat Elden Ring when I beat the Tree Sentinel using nothing but the Sonic the Hedgehog roll attack, like Lightning Roll or whatever it's called. I don't even remember the name. Lightning Bellow, maybe? But, that was fun. I might be a troubled Sonic fan, but we are all troubled when we are Sonic fans. The constant disappointment starts to eat away at our psyche after a while. It's funny, I forget if I've said this on recording already, but a friend of yours asked, who's not very well-versed in video games, was surprised when we told her video game music is amazing. And after finding out about that, she's like, "Is all video game music?" And like, or no, not the question was, so can what was the question? I've lost my train of thought. She asked if all video game music is good, or is a game with good music always good? And I responded with, as someone who has the curse of being a Sonic fan, no, not all games with good music are good. And everyone else who was who was talking at the same time in that discussion just laughed, because anyone who's been a fan of Sonic understands the Sonic cycle, if you will. The good game, or the trailer looks hype, the gameplay looks solid, then the game comes out and all illusion is removed. Such is the curse of the Sonic fan. We inevitably wait for the game that recaptures our love of the franchise, and we'll continue to wait for another millennia. Although Sonic X Shadow Generations has been announced, I'm hopeful that'll be good, because Sonic Generations was already a solid game, so they're just building on a foundation of a good game. But inevitably, we will see. We will see indeed. I don't know what I was doing here. I saw you needed to get off of that quick. Okay. There's clearly more to come. What can I do here? To get the jump. There we go. Oh, I probably shouldn't have wasted my... Yeah. I need to get the upward momentum on the dash. Oh well. I'm getting pretty consistent at that speedrun tech, though, which feels really good. Practice makes perfect, after all. Yeah, I did it three in a row that time. Well, there's my karma. I did it! Woo! Okay, what's left? I think it's just climbing up the summit now. Imagine if I have to neutral jump here, because this feels like... Okay, maybe not. I feel like everything else has been speedrun tech up until this point. Let's neutral jump. Let's neutral stick up this wall, just to prove that I can do it. Well, close enough. Oh, we're not over. It's not done yet, Kiwi. This doesn't look... Okay, there it is. We did it. How appropriate that the final challenge of the summit was a combination of speedrun tech. What? Why isn't it... Is there more? Do I have to go down? No? Okay, what am I missing? I must be missing something. I must be missing something, right? Why didn't it activate? Maybe I have to dash into it. Maybe that's what it is. No? I don't understand, Kiwi. Why won't it end? Why won't my suffering end? Well, maybe here. Aha! Aha! Oh no, is there more? That was amazing. I can't believe we did that. Nothing can stop us. You're scaring me right now. Did I forget that there's another section of the summit? Oh no. Oh, okay. You know what? That's fair. It is a B-side cassette after all. Okay, one last section. We can do this. We can do this. I thought I was free, Kiwi. I thought I was free. All I'm gonna say is there was no more appropriate a final boss to this game than a series of speedrunning tech and cloud platforming, specifically for my experience with this game, if nothing else. Ah, too early. But, oh my goodness, this challenge was so much fun. Very difficult. I'd still say I had an easier time with it than, say, Chapter 4's B-side, but I'm talking as if I've got this beat. I probably don't. This is gonna take a couple tries, I'm sure. Well, that try didn't count. Okay, that was just really bad. That one too. But I really like this game. It's a bit above my pay grade, honestly. I'm not a 2D platformers kind of guy, but I'm having a lot of fun regardless. Okay, whoa, spooky. This must be a very tight timing. I'm a little out of sync on the cycle though. Almost jumped there. Glad I didn't. Oh no. Well, it wouldn't be the 7B Summit if it wasn't at least that challenging. A little too far. We can do this. We're so close. I have to appreciate that this last section of the this last attempt on the 7B Summit has taken almost a full hour. Despite it being maybe like a third of the content at most. Not even, I think. I don't, nah. Rhythm-based platforming is where I fall short, unfortunately. So I'm just gonna intuit it until I get it. Like always, you know? Here we go. No, 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 no. I was so close, Kiwi. I can taste the finish. It tastes like plastic. Probably belonged on wood. Wood finish, Kiwi. It's a bad joke. I'm just so desperate. I'm so close. But I think I figured out how I do this. I just neutral jump and then neutral jump. Get up to the top. Come on. No, no. Thank goodness that regenerates your dash. But there we go, 2 hours, 30 minutes, and 54 seconds. No more running. Complete Chapter 7 B-side. What a gauntlet. And again, no more appropriate a finish to that challenge than a combination of speedrunning tech and cloud platforming. But at least today I kept my sanity about me. Honestly, somehow this felt more doable than Chapter 4's B-side. I don't know why. It definitely was more difficult. How many deaths? How many deaths? Come on, can we... Oh yeah, we broke 1,000. Okay, 1,076 deaths over the course of 2.5 hours. Yeah. How many deaths an hour? How many deaths a minute is that? I'll let you calculate that out. I'm not going to embarrass myself with math on recording again. I learned my lesson. With all that said, Kiwi, I hope you enjoyed watching this, and if you're awake, I hope this is helping you fall asleep, and if you're sleeping, I hope you're sleeping well. I love you, and in the next one, we're officially up to the core. I don't know much about it, but I've heard it is hard, and that is all I know about it. But we'll find out soon enough. Love you. See you in the next one.